don't pay for the first date.
That's
Both of y'all split your own shit and get to know each other. Figure out who you are and what she's about and what you're about.
But what if she only dating you for that meal?
Well, then you can't. You can't. You both got to pay your own way. That's just the way it is. Because that's a problem right there. Because that's showing weakness on one side, right? But if you're a man and got that capability, fuck it, do it.
Well, what about reciprocation?
Coming from the gigolo.
But what about reciprocation though? I mean, like, what if you do pay for the date? I mean, and then it's not reciprocated at that point. You can pull out and say, okay, this person's got a different blueprint than me. Because the way I was raised, or the way I feel, is that if I do for you, you should do for me equally as well.
Right.
But demanding somebody on the first date to pay for half might be against their blueprint. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. You have to stick with your blueprint. You got to stick with your man consistency.
Well, let's see what she say. She say, "Fuck that. Men should pay for the first date." I don't know, but why though? But why?
Yeah, but
no,
why?
Now I'm old school. I was born back in the day. I like paying for every date, not just the first date. You know what I'm saying? But what he's saying is,
what I'm saying is,
if this is our first time hooking up, I ain't paying your bills, you ain't paying my bills. We just about to have a good time. I spent my money, spend your money. You spend your money, I spend my money.
And you get past that, and you just learn each other, get to know each other. And that right there is a spark. But that is a spark heading towards the right direction.
That's rough, though. I don't know, man. You're my boy, but that's why they call you the Bachelor, though. I don't know. I'm not saying. I don't know. That's blueprint shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's in his blueprint. He feel like everything should be Dutch until you decide to put the ring on the finger or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's a different story. And see, most people who could do that establish a foundation.
Well, she said because he's a gentleman, he's supposed to pay for it. I mean, opening the door, pulling out your chair,
that's different.
Not cussing or trying to finger you on the first date. That's gentleman stuff.
Or going to the bathroom
there.
To watch out to make sure no creep comes in there and fucks with you.
And, but I'm with her though. I got to agree with her on paying for the first date. That's just me. I don't think it's a sign of weakness. I think it's a sign of weakness if you continue to pay for dates and you ain't never got no reciprocation. And I ain't talking about sex. I'm talking about like straight up, she pay for a meal, she buy you a watch, it's whatever. It's got to be reciprocated somehow, some way. If it's not a mutual relationship, then it's unhealthy. That's part of that unhealthy relationship.
I'll work with this. If he decides to pay for the first date, that's fine. Then she pay for the next one. Something's got to balance its way out.
Yeah.
But the whole point is that establishing that, I can, as a man, can be self-sufficient, and that woman can be self-sufficient. That's really good in a relationship because it really works up to something really special.
No, I get it, but like I said, once again, I really feel like that's a blueprint thing.
Yeah.
I can't demand her to get on this schedule. If her whole life she's been traditionally dating. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I find a woman that's just not a giver, then I could pull away. But I can't demand her to be a giver because I may fuck her whole life up. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to make somebody shoot with their left hand. You're on the team now, you got to shoot with your left hand. I don't know how to shoot with my left hand. I got all the way to the pros shooting on my right hand, and now you tell me to fucking split the bill. I ain't even got a fucking credit card. What did she say? She said, it says
50-50. I like that.
50-50.
All right.
Movies on her, dinner on him, movies on her. I'm with that, but
and then you could go even further than that. Go.
I mean, yeah, I'm with that.
I'm with
do
that. Whatever.
But like I'm saying, that's dating. That's not even relationship shit.
Yeah.
Relationship shit is when you guys start trying to move in together or start trying to claim you as hers or his as you. Right. And can't nobody else touch you and don't nobody else look at you. Before you start trying to lock each other down, you got to make sure that you can follow through, because it goes back to the expectations. See, a lot of you guys out there, you don't understand that there's certain expectations that your woman or that woman is going to have of you. And if you don't know what those expectations are ahead of time, you may not want to sign up for that ride, right? You might want to read all the rights and the regulations and check the I agree box before you actually sign up for this relationship. Because there may be some things that her father used to do, or maybe her last man used to do, or that she was always taught that men should do that you don't do, right? I mean, the lesson that she may have been given may be given for a society that does not exist anymore, where the woman stays home, the man works, he provides, he does all these things. That doesn't really exist anymore. Women work, they have separate accounts. Everything is so independent now. but yet and still the perception of what some women, no fuck it, most women want from men is a old school, unrealistic vision.